The OGs remember my face moisturizer debacle. I had a face moisturizer that refused to finish, to deplete. I eventually finished it and then got this one. This was months ago. Got this from the Body Shop. Guarana and Coffee Energizing Moisturizer. But now this one has reached its end. This one's finished now. This one's finished. But because I'm getting a new phone this coming Sunday, I couldn't get like this one, you know, it's like 310 Rand, which is like, this is really expensive. Oh my god, 310 Rand is crazy for face moisturizer. But in dollars, that's like what would that be in dollars? $17, $16, $17 maybe. Maybe 17. At the point where I'm at, that's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous amount of money to spend for face moisturizer. So I couldn't get that because I'm trying to save money. So I got this one, which is like, how much was this? This was like, you know, under $100. So somewhere around $50. I mean $5. Somewhere around $5 or something. Gets the job done, I guess. I'm gonna start using it from tomorrow onwards. I managed to squeeze out the last bit of this one this morning after I showered. So now we're left with this, and my face cleanser, my face wash is also about to finish, but I've got a few more days with that one. Then I'll start using this face wash, same brand, pharmacy brand. There's a pharmacy called Clicks that I go to. Maybe next month I'll re-up on the Body Shop one. Nah, it's too expensive. I need to save money. I need to get a new laptop. There's like a lawnmower or something in the background. I apologize. Hopefully it doesn't get closer and louder. Otherwise I'll have to stop recording. It should be annoying. I'll try and make the sounds louder so you don't hear it. But yeah, thing's really loud. Hold on. Okay, he turned off the lawnmower, maybe for like a few minutes. This thing says there's coenzyme Q10. Like, what the hell is that? Q10 power. What does that mean? They try and get you with these random words. It's like, okay. I just bought this because it's affordable. I think I've used it before as well, so you know. I just wanted something I know. I didn't want to experiment too much. Uh-oh. Thought I heard something. Man, hope some noise doesn't start breaking out. But yeah, when I get, I think I'm gonna use this for like the next month or so. Maybe it'll last me 2 months, and then when I get a better paycheck from YouTube, I'll start stocking up on this again. This is nice. it's got a very thin consistency, so it spreads across the face more easily. It's not very thin, but thinner than this. This one is like thick. It's like a thick cream, whereas this is like more liquid. And it feels very hydrating too. It feels good on the skin. Your skin just feels like, you know, like it's breathing. I like this. But yeah, we got a budget. Next month I gotta get a laptop, so I can't be playing with this. Too expensive. Someone suggested I just take, because the issue with this current laptop right now is the battery. I have to keep it on the charger. It doesn't work without the charger anymore. So someone said you can just replace the battery. So I could do that, but it's also very slow. It's slowing down. It does random things like disconnecting from the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth by itself without warning. I'll just be using my Bluetooth headphones and then it will just disconnect from them. Or I'll be watching something and then all of a sudden YouTube starts buffering and keeps buffering. And I'm like, what's going on? And then I check the Wi-Fi and the Wi-Fi is off. I'm like, what? Why is this thing doing this? So I think it's time, man. I think it's time to just get a new one. I'll just give it to my mom. She can replace the battery if she wants. I need something new. I've had this thing since 2021. It served me well. It served me well, but it's time to move on. It's time to move on. And when I'm making music, it lags and stutters and does crazy things on that software. Like it sound, yeah, it can't handle all the processing going on when I'm making my beats and making my music. It struggles. So yeah, I just need something a bit more up to date. Anyway, I'm obsessed with the dating show I'm watching right now. Oh man, he started again. I've always liked these typing sounds. Anyway, I'm obsessed with this dating show. So many interesting characters. It's like a reality dating show. I talked about it yesterday. There's this one guy. My god, dude. This guy embarrassed himself. It's just the basic premise of the show is you're placed in a house with your ex. So five guys, 5 girls, and each of them have their ex on the show. So you can either get back with your ex or get with someone else. So this one guy is still in love with his ex, like in love. Like guys, he has it bad. He has the bug bad. But she is trying to get with someone else. So this guy is in serious pain because he's watching them go on dates and laughing together. So one evening, he sees them come back from a date, right? And he approaches the lady. He's like, "Can I talk to you outside?" There are actually 2 incidents. There was the first incident where he's like, "Can I talk to you?" And then she's like, oh, "Okay." She gets up and she downs her drink. She was drinking some alcohol with everyone else in the lounge. She just downs her drink, and the girls start laughing because it looked like, because he's like, "Can I talk to you?" She's like, "Okay." And then the girls are laughing because it just seemed like she was doing that to prepare herself for the conversation she was gonna have with him. So he felt a way about that, and he's like, "Never mind," and he stormed off.
and everyone was like yeah, and then she had to go after him, and they had a discussion, and she's like, "You're too emotional, yada yada yada," all this sort of stuff, right? Okay, so that was the first incident. It was bad. It was like, ooh, he is a bit emotional. He is a bit like, he does have moments that are a bit unfortunate. Where he has these outbursts, right? So that was the first incident. Oh wait, and then after he has that outburst, right? He comes back to the lounge to apologize to everyone. Sorry for making a scene, everyone. Da 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 da. And he starts crying. It's a grown man, like 24, 25. I think he might be 20. Yeah, I think he's like 24. So he apologizes and starts crying, and everyone's like, "No, don't cry." I'm like, "Jeez, bro." Okay, so that was the first incident. The second incident, I think his ex had come back from a date with another guy who was in the house. So he's like, "Can I talk to you?" So, you know, they go outside and they start talking. I can't remember exactly what was said. She said something that annoyed him, or so he's just like, "You know what, never mind," and then he left. And she followed him, and she said, "Why are you acting this way? You're being emotional." Da 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 da. He ignored her, and he just stormed to his room. And then he was in his room, and then he's like, "Oh, let me go back." So he goes back and he says to her, one more time, please, one more time." So he grabs her and tries to take her outside, and she's like, "Let go of me, let go of me." I'm like, "Oh, this is," everyone's watching, right? Everyone's in the lounge just looking at this whole spectacle. I'm like, "This is embarrassing." And so then she's like, "Just let go of me, and let's talk properly." So then okay, then they go outside and they start talking, and she's just telling him like, you're too emotional. Like, you have no control over your emotions, and it's like, it's one thing if you're like being that way with me, but like, don't make this uncomfortable for everyone else in the house, because they have to see this, and you're making everyone uncomfortable, yada yada yada. I was like, damn. So he's apologizing, he's saying, "Sorry, I'm just in love with you. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm so confused, and when I see you with him, like, it makes me crazy." Yada yada yada. Okay. So she's like, "I'm done. I can't do this, dude. You need to figure yourself out, because I'm this is too much for me." Then he's like, "Okay, I'm sorry." So yeah, he goes back to his room and everything, and I was just thinking, like yikes, super yikes. On the one hand, I feel for him, because maybe he's not normally this way, but because he's so in love with this girl, he doesn't know how to act. He doesn't know how to process his feelings for her, right? So he's acting in ways that he normally wouldn't act. But yeah, I'm trying to backspace and delete everything I've been writing, but oh, it is deleting. I guess it's just taking time. Anyway. So maybe he is just acting in, because it is a unique situation. One of the hosts of the show, because the hosts watch from a separate location. They just watch the edited footage of everything that was being filmed in that house, and they comment on it, right? And one of the hosts was just saying that he's in a unique situation, because you don't live with your ex and watch your ex fall in love with someone else. Like, most people never get to experience what that's like. So he's like in the same house as his ex, seeing her every day and watching her fall in love with another man. So that can, when you have serious feelings for a person, that can do a number on you. So maybe he's you know, he's just lashing out because he's like, he has serious feelings for this girl, and he doesn't know what to do because he wants her and he wants her badly, but he's watching her fall in love with someone else. So it's painful for him, and he's like a wounded animal, just lashing, kicking and screaming and lashing out. But I do think as a man, it's so important to be in charge of your emotions, not to lash out too much. So yeah. Fast forward though, something interesting happens. Because he's persistent, like he doesn't give up. So he's letting you know, like, I love you, like I really do love you, and I want to make this work. I want to like show you that I can change and that I can be there for you and yada yada yada. So she was having a conversation, because they'll have like these moments where the participants of the show just go in a room by themselves and just get filmed by the camera, and they just speak into the camera and let the audience know what they're thinking. So the girl that this guy is going after, she was saying that, you know, I've broken up with guys in the past, but none of them really cared after the breakup. Like, this guy is still in love with me and he's still pursuing me, and I'm touched by how much he cares about me, all this sort of stuff. So I'm like, this seems to be having the opposite effect that I thought it would have. I thought it should be disgusted by his behavior, but she seems to be moved by it because she's like, oh, he really cares for me, like, wow, he really loves me. It seems to be having that effect instead, and she's spending more time with him and whatnot. I'm like, what is happening right now? So maybe there's a market for these emotional guys, I guess. There's nothing wrong with being, everyone's emotional to some extent, and I do think being vulnerable in your relationship is important, but I think there's a line. Like, for example, the crying stuff. I'm not a fan of dudes just crying for anything. You know, I'm not a fan of that, but maybe some girls are into it. Maybe some girls are, oh, he's crying, oh my god, he's so vulnerable. Maybe. I like to think that if a lot of women see you, most women, I think if they see you crying, I don't know, I actually don't know anymore. I've always thought that if and other guys have expressed this, if a girl sees you crying, she's less attracted to you. She thinks you're a bitch. And girls will say, no, that's not true. No, you need to express your emotions. Men are so toxic. They're so closed off. But a lot of guys have talked about how the moment they started being vulnerable with their significant other, she started becoming distant and less attracted to them. So I don't know. What's the word, ladies? What's going on? Which one is it? I don't know. But anyway, even as just for myself personally, I can't remember the last time I shed tears. It's been years. And it's not like I'm trying to keep it in. It's just, you know, just don't cry. Not a big crier. You know, I don't think there's any need for that. I think it's cute when girls do it, but when guys do it, I'm just like, come on, bro. I'll give you like a few situations where you're allowed to cry. So like a serious breakup where you really loved her, I'll let you cry. Well, it's not about letting you cry. Like, I'll understand. Let me put it that way. I'll understand. Maybe if someone dies, I understand. Maybe like your business collapses, I understand. But outside of that, I don't know, dude. Because this guy was crying because he embarrassed himself in front of his housemates. He was so embarrassed that he started crying. I'm like, I don't know if that warrants tears. You know? I don't know if that warrants tears. I remember like as a like a teenager, maybe I'd get angry. I remember getting angry to the point of tears. Like I never really cried, but I could feel myself shaking with rage and tears forming in my eyes. That was years ago though, I was a teenager. But when I think the last time I like legitimately cried was when I watched Toy Story 3. That movie, my god, the scene at the end where they're holding each other's hands as they're approaching the furnace and they believe that death is certain, death is coming. And they're like, guys, this is the end. It's been real. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. I genuinely like bawled, like, oh, like that scene made me so emotional. I'll be honest, there have been a few times where I've gone to movies in the past few years where I've watched a movie and it's moved me and I was like, whoa. You can feel it moving up your chest and like you can feel the tears coming, but I've never actually like cried. But a few movies have brought me close, I won't lie to you. A few movies have like moved me. Because I've come so close a few times when watching a movie, I think there's a possibility that there might be one movie one day. The movies these days are trash. But as cinema improves and goes back to its former glory, there might be a movie that comes out that does the job. That really like pushes me over the edge. We'll see. I've come close a few times though in the past few years. I can't remember which movies did that to me. I'm trying to think, but I can't remember. I just remember getting very emotional and being like, "Damn, is this the day?" Because even at that point, it had been years since I last cried. So I'm like, "Damn, is the first time I cry in years gonna be because of this fucking movie?" It never happened though. Yeah, you know, you want the first time in a long time to be something worthy. It can't be some movie, dude. Anyway, so we'll see what happens with that homie. There's another girl. Her name is Mai. She's struggling to find love on the show. One thing that I noticed, she dresses like a nigga. Like she just wears baggy clothes, baseball caps, baggy shirts, baggy pants. Like she dresses like one of these, you know, like a stereotypical hip hop dude from the early 2000s. She dresses like that, and then sometimes basketball shorts. I'm like, it would help you if you dressed more feminine. You'd look more attractive. Just, you know, if your goal is to attract someone, then you should probably wear something that, you know, accentuates your female features, as opposed to dressing more masculine. Just guys aren't generally attracted to that. It's generally not attractive. Maybe some guys are into it, I don't know. It makes it look kind of, but she's pretty. She's pretty, but she's into like the baggy clothes and stuff. It just doesn't look. It's just okay for loungewear, I guess. But she even goes out like that. She dresses like that when she's outside, when she's going on dates, for example. Because you know the show they go on a lot of dates. Even then, she's still wearing those clothes. I'm like, you'd perform better if you actually tried to look good for them. Because, you know, you can be like, oh, I just dressed on myself. I don't care what anyone thinks. Fair enough, but, you know, you're going to have a hard time attracting someone when you're acting that way. It's important to be comfortable, but it's also important to, like, be mindful of, like, looking good for your partner or looking good for the person you want to attract, you know? So, I could dress like this. Just a hoodie, tracksuit, every day, go out that way. But I actually put effort into how I dress when I go out. Y'all don't see it because, you know, you don't see me go out. But I actually dress really well. I'm proud of my fashion sense. I really do think I'm really good at dressing up. I've received multiple compliments in the past for it from multiple people. So I'm confident that I actually know how to dress. That's why I am excited to go to Tokyo, because it's known as, you know, one of the fashion capitals. What the? Power just randomly went out. What was I even saying if I was rudely interrupted? What was I saying? So we're talking about, oh yeah, Tokyo is recognized as one of the fashion capitals of the world. People dress really well there. So I want to see how I stack up amongst that crowd. I think I would kill it, dude. I'd thrift there, get some clothes, do a great job. Maybe one day I'll post like an outfit, like a slideshow of outfits on Instagram. We'll see. One day. I don't take a lot of photos. But yeah. Point I was trying to make is that it's important to try and look good, man. Shouldn't look slouchy. You just make it harder for yourself to find love. But obviously everyone should. It's better than like wearing like revealing clothes and stuff. I would prefer you dress that way than dress like you know, a hooker. So yeah. But she's a sweet girl though. She seems like a nice girl. Based on like, you know, they give previews for like the upcoming episodes, and she might end up getting into something with one of the people on the show. So she might end up actually finding love in the end. We'll see. I'm not sure. But like I've said, I've seen her. I commented about this yesterday or the day before yesterday. I've seen her before this show. I saw her on a YouTube video by this guy who does street interviews in Japan. That video is more recent than the actual show. The show was released like 2021 or something. That video came out like maybe a couple months ago, or maybe a couple weeks ago. I can't remember how recent it was. She's still dressing the same way she was dressing on the show, you know, the baggy clothes. It makes her look more masculine, more butch than she actually is, because she wears baggy clothes, so it just makes her look bigger. But when she's not wearing that, she actually looks more slim, more feminine. I don't know why she does that. Anyway, it just hurts her chances of, you know, attracting a guy that could genuinely make her happy. Yeah, that's her business. Personality-wise, though, she seems like a very decent person. She seems nice. She's got a pretty face, so you know, hopefully she gets the love she's looking for. But yeah, I'm enjoying the show. It's very dramatic. So many moments where I'm cringing and I'm like, oh no. But overall, I'm having a good time. I catch strong secondhand embarrassment, so sometimes it's hard for me to watch. Like when that one guy was crying and making a scene and pulling the girl, like, come outside with me, let's have a conversation. I couldn't like watch without continuously pausing, and just, I had to watch with my hoodie over my head and like peeping through the slit, because I was like, this is so embarrassing, dude. I catch strong secondhand embarrassment. it's actually something I need to work on, because it makes it hard for me to really enjoy a show. Because I'll be like, oh, this is painful to watch. It's so painful to watch. So it's hard to just be in the moment and like enjoy what's going on. Because I'm like, it's real people. It's not like, even if it was fictional, yeah, even in fiction, I still have the same reaction. Because it feels real to me. It feels very real. But in this case, it is real. It's reality TV. So it's like, it's literally happening. So, you know. Yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think in the comments. Drop a heart if you made it all the way through. Because, you know, we're talking about love. We're talking about love. Drop a heart in the comments. Drop a heart in the comments. I like to pray that I'm end of all my God, praying God, hallelujah, dear Father God. Thank you for this individual watching this right now. Thank you for making them whole, unique, and guiding them on a path towards peace, prosperity, and purpose. Thank you for blessing this person with wonderful people in their life who love them, take care of them, bring the absolute best out of them, and thank you for maintaining the ones that are there to do the same thing. Thank you for blessing this person with love and marriage and sustaining the love and marriage and making it very, 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 very happy. Thank you for blessing this person with the spirit of gratitude so they can give thanks for all the wonderful things in their life, and by giving thanks they can find peace, contentment, and attract even more blessings. Let your presence be felt in this person's life, so they know that you're God, that you're real, that your love and who's going to be there for them. Good health, long life, and happiness over this person, everyone they care about. In your mind, never pray. Jesus, never pray. Amen.